the numbers are in front of you. 294 for the NDA, 232 for India. Others stand at 17. Let's quickly cut across to our reporters on ground. Joining me is Poulomi Saha. Definite now that it is going to be Modi 3.0, maybe not as strong as he would have imagined his Sarkar to be. But Poulomi, what does it look like? Disappointment in the cadre there. 7 o'clock, Prime Minister supposed to come to the BJP headquarters.
That's right. Of course, we're waiting on official confirmation of that. The timing of it could be different as well, because obviously the results are still not sealed across all constituencies at the moment. So the BJP is still hopeful of, scoring a respectable number for the NDA in comparison, of course, to what they had set out as their own target for the party and for the NDA. Here we are at the BJP party headquarters. Party Karyakartas, of course, have started gathering. As you can see behind me, Ashokji, my camera person, will show you the pictures, of course, waving the BJP flag and, of course, raising Jai Shri Ram chants as well. But Preeti, I've been here on several occasions during elections where, of course, the trends clearly show that the BJP is leading. And by this time in the afternoon, this very premise is packed to the brim. So at the moment, of course, it's a little different picture. Possibly when word gets out that the Prime Minister is definitely coming at a certain time, more Karyakartas will come in over here. But yes, this is the time when they start coming in. But I do see that the numbers are not as many as we've seen on previous occasions.
Poulomi,
so
that's the strange part, because you and Rahul Gautam, who's at the Congress headquarters, are feeling exactly the same situation, which is that you've never felt it's surreal what's going on at the headquarters. Poulomi says by this time it's swarming with cadre, while Rahul Gautam, who's seen after the counting comes down to 3 p.m. on any election, he sees the crowds completely thin. Okay, Rahul's not with us, but we have other reporters. Let's cut across to Samarth, who's joining us from Lucknow. Samarth, the news not good at all where Uttar Pradesh is concerned.
Well, exactly, Preeti. I'm present at the Samajwadi Party office, and you can expect that you were here in UP as well. The sentiment was there. There was undercurrent for the opposition, be it Samajwadi Party or the Congress Party, and you can expect that Samajwadi Party has made a real damage to the Saffron Party, at least in the state of Uttar Pradesh, where BJP was expecting something 70 plus rounds right from here, but they have come down to 30s, with India Alliance crossing the 40 plus mark, and Samajwadi Party, despite being a state party, crossing around 35 mark. If it goes in the same direction, then we can expect by evening SP would be leading in this particular state above the BJP. So that's very crucial, and also much credit should be given to Akhilesh Yadav, the way he selected the candidates, the way he stationed the candidates forward, he fielded the candidates from across, taking not just MY factor, but also that PDA theory which he gave in the form of Dalits, in the form of OBCs, and especially the non-Yadav OBCs seems to have played the part. And also the BSP vote bank, which was shifted to the BJP in the 2022
Samarth, I'm going to stop you for a moment. I'm going to stop you for a moment while Akhilesh Yadav is one of the heroes undoubtedly of the day for the opposition. There are several heroes they have. The BJP also has its fair share of heroes. I'm joined, Kharge and Rahul Gandhi, meanwhile, to hold a briefing at 5:30 p.m. today. We are told the Prime Minister will be at the BJP headquarters at 7 p.m.